everyone, and welcome to another episode on the Craftology server. Last episode, this was already done, this side, but over there was not done, but now it finally is. So, I leveled everything on either side because I wasn't happy with the straight edges that were taking up either side of my farm, and I decided that I'm just going to do some major terraforming of my own, which that'll help with all these torches and stuff that are just littered on the ground at the moment. This also actually helps because we haven't had any ocelot spawns. I'm the only one who lives next to the jungle, so besides people who've romped through the jungle before, I'm the only one who actually gets ocelot spawns, which I get about 2 every Minecraft day, it feels like. And I've gotten 4 or 5 heads from it already. So, today I'm just going to be doing a little bit of planning. I have a shulker full of cobblestone because I want to make a really nice dilapidated wall around this area. And that's just because mobs like to spawn over here and then come over here and try and whack me. So I'm just going to be fixing up this area to where no mobs can actually come in, and this area stays relatively very well lit, so no mobs can actually spawn here. Along with that, I want to be doing some testing for some custom trees. I've been looking up images online for inspiration because I really do want to do jungle trees. The only thing that's going to be different and something that I've been entertaining is possibly instead of doing the whole area as jungle, I do up to a certain area. That's not done yet, by the way. Up to a certain area out from the farm, that's when it actually starts. And so, because underneath this temple, I'm going to have farms. I'm going to have a pumpkin farm, a melon farm, a sugarcane farm, a cactus farm, but it's not going to be as big, and maybe a slime farm since I have a slime chunk, and it'll just be like a personal slime farm. So, for that, I was thinking, depending on where each farm is, I'm going to have decoration down below on here on the grass. So, if this was the cactus, I'd replace all this with sand, and I'd do a little cactus scenery, and then from the right side of this path to the left side of this path, I would do a desert scene. And then if I did pumpkins here, I would do, say, a plains theme. And then if I did sugarcane here, I would do a lake theme, which actually makes a lot of sense because there's a lake there and there's another ocelot. I want to get that head later. And then if I did the melons, I would do the jungle over here. Originally, I was just going to do it in that little 10 by 10 area right there. But I feel like that would be awkward unless I made it kind of like the ruin portals where the netherrack spreads out because of its spawn. So that's an idea. Or I just do the 4 corners of the earth sort of deal that I had. And so I'm probably going to be testing that out in my test world, deciding what I like, what I don't like. And then I need to remember that that's there. That is a really deep hole, and I don't want to fall in it. But I really do need to keep on testing, but for now I am going to just work on the cobblestone wall. I probably won't record it because it's going to take some time and adjustments and stuff. Overall, I just want this to look really dilapidated, like an old temple. Because right now that looks pretty nice because I haven't put in mossy cobble or the cracked, or not mossy cobble, mossy stone bricks or cracked stone bricks or anything. I haven't done that yet. I need to do it because I really want to do it. And then it'll give this a whole better feel. And then for the redstone, I need to actually put a repeater here and everywhere that there's a lever, and I need to put the levers right there and right here. And then I'm going to cover up all the redstone with leaves and make it really run down and stuff. So there's a lot of plans, there's a lot of cosmetics. Where is that ocelot? So that's what I'm basically going to be doing today. I'm going to go ahead and get started on all of this, tidying up this, and then working on the cobblestone wall. It's going to be run down. I might have a picture in my test world to show you. There's another ocelot. So I'll go ahead and get started on that. If I do have a picture, then it's on screen now, and you can take a look at that, and then otherwise you'll just see what it looks like when when I've got a good section in. So it's getting close to dark, but over there, I'm trying to keep something else out of frame. Over here is what I have started on the walls. It looks good from above, I will say that. The only problem is I need mossy cobble to make it look nicer, and just to break up the monotony of all the gray. I know we have a ton of grass, so we have a ton of green on the floor, but the different color of green will definitely help. My process for this is I do a cobble outlining, and then I go around and I either start with stairs or with slabs. So over here I started with slabs, but over here I started with stairs. And what I do is I try to find the neutral point for places that they can't possibly hop up onto. Like this place they can, so it'll need something above it. I think they can hop up on this, I'm not sure, because it's a corner. This they can hop up on, so this area needs work. Over here is mostly good. I have to remove this one, say, and put a wall here. So it's trial and error, basically. They can't hop up onto this, I don't think, because they have to hop up onto the full block. They can't hop diagonally. So basically, if I'm in trouble, I can hop up in some places that they can't. Over here is where the fence is going to actually be very dilapidated, and it goes up and it gets its shape. Same on the other side. So I'm going to get back to it because it's starting to rain, and I don't know how well you can hear me because my mic settings have been readjusted. I'm gonna have to fix this back here, so this might be my next update. Because all this stone has to be turned into grass. This has to be lit up / filled. And then I need to decide if I'm gonna just wall this off or if I'm gonna make it like a water cove or whatever you want to call it, a little stream or whatever. And then we'll have all those decisions done, and I want to have this whole thing done by the end of this episode. So then it just looks a lot better, and then we'll probably do the trees the next episode when we start over there where my beacon has been newly placed. I moved my beacon over there to get ready for another project that I wanted to start since I had lost interest in this. But I have interest in this again, so that's going to be put on hold so this episode can be finished. So I'm going to get back to work, and I will see you when I have some more progress. See you then. Hello everyone, and welcome to a beautiful sunrise on the Craftology server. It's been a long time since I've actually done any recording. About, oh gosh, 2 weeks. I had no power for about a week due to that freak storm that took over the nation, the United States. And before that, not really much was done, but I did start live streaming. I have been missing a couple days due to real world circumstances, but we will be back on schedule here soon, probably tomorrow at the time of this recording, which is Sunday. So I'm going to be streaming on Sundays and Wednesdays. Behind me you can see some of the wall that's been done. Elrze is bragging about his amazing mansion. So what you're about to see, as you may be able to see by the trees back there that have no tops, I mentioned in a previous clip that I was going to do trees in the next episode, but due to everything going on the server with me having not been on for some time, I decided that I needed to go ahead and make better content for this episode, especially since the last episode was kind of bland and was more just for people to just chill to some music. So, as you can see, I have some paths done. I did not finish that corner yet. It's kind of been on a standstill, but ta-da! I've been working on custom trees. I've done a couple live streams. By the time this episode comes out, it will have been a while ago. But these are 2 trees that I looked up on Google. I looked up jungle trees. These were on a shared picture. They didn't have the names of the trees on them, so I'm still trying to find out which ones they are. Oh, jeez. And so I don't know what he's talking about. So these trees, like I said, I was doing them during a live stream. I did this one. They take about 2 hours, so each one takes one live stream. This took a live stream, this took a live stream, and then this took a live stream. Ouch. Which I like this one a lot because it's kind of taller than this tree. It's more dynamic. This is obviously a small one of this one, but it's really starting to come together. I've spaced them out a lot because I do still need to terraform around in the middle and on the sides and stuff. And probably what I'll do is back here, we'll just take up with a giant tree. I want to make sure that trees are providing coverage and also providing light. So at night, these trees help to light up certain areas, and like this one covers this whole area that you see not covered in torches. So they're dual purpose. They look amazing, and they also have oh goodness, words are failing me. So they have the purpose of lighting and then the purpose of decoration. And as you can see here, jungle leaves. I use about 12 to 16 stacks of leaves per tree. This is all my branch wood. This is wood that I either convert into more branches or into fences and fence gates. Which, if you're interested, I don't know if I've actually started publishing yet or not, but I I'm going to be starting, or have started, a custom tree designs. If I've already started it, I will go ahead and link the playlist, if there is a playlist formed, in the description. Otherwise, I will link the first video, and you can check out any other videos that may be published. Promise. Oh! Whoops. Okay. Anyways, so these won't be immediate. There's gonna be a few standard tree designs, so like updated spruce trees and oak trees and birch trees, and they usually typically follow the main trees that you see in the real world. And some of them will be very detailed, some of them will be simple, some will be like intermediate. And I do all of the trees in first person, so like this, and I don't fly when I build it, because I want you to be able to know that you can build them in survival on your single player world, similar to how I've done here. So all these were done legitimately, and I did fall several times, but thankfully I did not die. You will probably need scaffolding. I don't use actual scaffolding. I use whatever I have on me, like iron blocks. So, anyways, I don't know how many more I'm going to be doing. I might try to get one more in, and I'll show you that, and I'll let you know how long it took. That one took like an hour and a half. This one definitely took a little over 2 hours. That one took about an hour and a half just to do the leaves, because I had pre-built the stem, and this one took about 2 hours. And that's not including all the work over there to build the, or to get all the leaves. So, in the end, all the trees around here that you can see from this point are going to be gone. But they're going to be replaced, I promise, because we don't celebrate deforestation here. So, I'm actually gonna try to do another tree, do a little bit of terraforming before this episode ends, and I will get back to you when I have an update. I'll probably just stay focused over here, because this is a massive project. It doesn't feel like it is, but with trees taking 2 hours to build, yeah, it's a lot. So, I don't know how I'm gonna do an episode of custom tree designs with that tree, but I will try my best. So, I will get back to you probably when I finish that, have some terraforming done, and maybe do a tree. Because now I'm thinking I should probably focus on terraforming, because trees are a lot of work, and that looks kind of awkward. I gotta fix that. Anyways, I will be back with another update. I might try and record the night scene on Moody, because I absolutely love how it looks on Moody at night. Like, if we didn't have people who slept all the time on the server, I would absolutely love playing in Moody more often, because it is just absolutely fantastic. Anyways, I'll be back with another update. See you then.